Can you still buy into Lentor today? Is Lentor Gardens Residences still worth buying into, or has the opportunity already passed? This is the 7th GRS site with thousands of units sold and prices crossing 2,500 PSF in Lentor. Many buyers are asking, is Lentor already too expensive? Has the first mover advantage disappeared? Why are buyers still rushing into Lentor Gardens Residences? Today, I'm going to break down the numbers, compare the prices against surrounding projects, and show you what the next GRS site is sold for, and help you decide whether LG7 is still worth considering in 2026. If you enjoy property analysis backed by real data rather than marketing hype, remember to like, follow, and subscribe. I regularly break down new launches, resale opportunities, and investment strategies so that you can make more informed property decisions. Before talking about LG7, we need to understand why Lentor exists today. The government's long-term vision is actually to transform Lentor into a highly connected residential new township. We have the Thomson East Coast Line, which brings you to Orchard in less than 30 minutes. We have the North-South corridor that is upcoming, which will improve the connectivity from Lentor to all parts of Singapore, as well as the Woodlands Regional Centre, which is very well connected through the Thomson East Coast Line. We have the future RTS connection to Johor Bahru and easy access to SLE and CTE. These developments form part of the broader transformation plan for this area. One of the biggest mistakes buyers make today is assuming that they are buying into future transformation. Actually, most of the transformation has already been unlocked. You are no longer buying into a new township concept. You are buying into established demand, proven pricing, existing MRT connectivity, existing amenities, existing buyer confidence. This is very different from the situation buyers faced 3 years ago when they were buying into the previous Lentor launches. Buyers today are no longer taking a development risk. They are buying into an established township. Many buyers see multiple GRS sites and immediately think, wow, Lentor is oversupplied. Is Lentor really oversupplied? This is probably the most common questions on buyers' minds today. Many people see 7 GLS sites and assume oversupply. But let's look at reality. Today, remaining inventory across the entire Lentor township is extremely limited, with only a tiny fraction of units left, unsold among the nearly 3,000 units launched. The majority of new units have been absorbed by the market, and buyers are beginning to enter the subsale market at Lentor Modern. What does this tell us about the demand for this area? If you are looking closely with me, Lentor is supported by existing landed estates, new MOP HDB clusters in Ang Mo Kio area, 3 areas of upgraded pools buying into one Lentor, Bishan Ang Mo Kio Upper Thomson, Woodlands Yishun Canberra, Hougang Sengkang Punggol. These are the demand drivers that continue supporting this area. And why do we say these 3 areas? If you look at this MRT map with me, going all the way from Punggol, Sengkang, Hougang, Kovan, Serangoon, you will notice that there are no more new launches coming up. And this is exactly why the people, the upgraders in D19 area, buy into Lorong Chuan when Chuan Park was launched. And it was super oversubscribed, sold very well on the first day of launch. This is because of the pent-up demand in Lorong Chuan area and the D19 upgraders demand. Now, if you continue with me to the MRT track, you'll notice that the next nearest, which is Bishan, also don't have new supply. Ang Mo Kio nearest is Lentor. This is why Lentor has a very big demand pool. It's not just serving the upgraders in Bishan, Ang Mo Kio, and Upper Thomson area. The D19 buyers have been looking for a new area to upgrade into, and Lentor is a very good choice. So what about Woodlands, Yishun, and Canberra area? These upgraders, when they want to move to a more central location, Lentor is naturally their first choice. So with this great pool of buyers supporting the demand for Lentor area, do you really think that Lentor is oversupplied? Next, let's look at what the resale prices are telling us today. This is where things get interesting. Current resale listings in Lentor are already asking up to 2,700 PSF, and recent subsale transactions have crossed the 2,596 PSF. Now let's think about it. If buyers are willing to pay 2,500 plus PSF for completed projects, what does that tell us about buyer confidence in this township? The market is already validating Lentor pricing. To know whether this LG7 is worth entering, let's also look at the Plot 8 land price. One of the most important pieces of information buyers should know is that the next GLS site after LG7 was acquired at a much higher land cost at 1,278 PSF PPR. This is very important because higher land costs, higher break-even costs for the next plot, higher launch price requirements. So when the future project launch, chances are pricing will need to move higher. Imagine Project A launches at 2001 to 2004 PSF. Future project launches at 2005 to 2008 PSF. Even if both projects are equally attractive, your entry price matters. A lower entry price gives more upside potential and less downside risk. This is why many buyers today view LG7 as potentially the last opportunity to enter Lentor before the next pricing benchmark is established. Now let's look at the project itself. 499 residential units, approximately 220,000 square feet of land size, 3 residential blocks of 16 stories, 1 block of 8 story, and 3 units of double story strata landed, while 1 childcare center and 3 commercial shops. Now let's look at the site plan. If you look closer with me, there will be large water features, central lagoon style pool, multiple clubhouses, sky terrace decks, tennis court, and greenery and landed facing. That's why you can see that the developer built all these sky terraces for the residents to enjoy the view. In part 2, I'll be going deep into what most agents don't cover. I'll be comparing the floor plans against competing Lentor projects, identifying the best layouts, discuss natural ventilation, enclosed kitchen, furniture placement issues, and I will show you why some layouts are clearly superior to others. Remember to follow me for more.